Hey everyone, it's me, Mrs. Madison. I'm really sorry that I can't have my camera on today. I'm having a bit of trouble with my internet at home. So for today's videos, unfortunately, I won't be able to see you, but I'm thinking of you lots and I will hopefully have it fixed by Monday so I can see you again. Welcome to your reading lesson. So let's have a little look at our reading lesson from yesterday. So we had a few comprehension questions. So if you can get your work from yesterday out, then we can take it out together. So remember, the first page, we are looking at choosing the most correct answer from the story. So number 1, Liz and Jill are A, in the same class, B, sisters, C, too cold, and they are B, sisters. And we know that because in the story, it says they went to the park with their mother, which means they both have the same mum, which means they're sisters. Number 2, Liz likes to A, go to the zoo, B, go down the slide, or C, swing for a long time. And we know from going back to the story that Liz liked to go down the slide because we always find our answers in the story. So the answer is B, go down the slide. If you got those correct, you give yourself a little tick, a nice neat tick beside your work. Number 3, we know Liz is kind because she A, went to the park, B, gave Jill a big push on the swing, or C, went swimming. So how do we know that Liz is kind? What's something that she did that shows us that she is kind? We have to think about what the word kind means. And when I discussed it with some other students, we talked about how kind means that you do things for others, that you can be really helpful. So if you said B, that she gave Jill a big push on the swing, you're right. That does show us that Liz is kind. Number 4, Liz and Jill both A, went down the slide, B, liked to swing, or C, went for a swim. And the answer is, when we check, we see Liz went down the slide, Jill liked to swing, Liz was the one who was pushing, so she wasn't on the swing, but they did both go for a swim in the pool. So the answer is C, went for a swim. Now having a little look at the questions where you could write the answers. Who did Liz and Jill go to the park with? So the answer is their mother. What did Jill and Liz do at the park? So you can choose all the things that you remember from the story. So we can go in order. They went down the slide. They went on the swing. They played tag. They went for a swim. There's all kinds of things you can choose as long as you find them in the story. So they went down the slide. They went on the swing. And they went in the pool. So give yourself a tick for everything that you found from the story. And number 7, do you like to go to the park? Why or why not? And that was a question where you got to choose the answer. So I can't wait to see what you send in to see what you've said. All right, looking at your work today, today is an independent comprehension activity. So for adults at home, just a reminder that the goal for today is to have students try and apply their comprehension by themselves. So we've chosen another short passage. Again, it's where we would expect year 1 children to be by this stage in the year. So we would like them to be doing it independently. So step 1, year 1, what I'd like you to do is have a little look at the passage and see if you can spot any tricky words. You can pause the video and have a little go at pointing to the tricky words. Any tricky words you recognize from phonics. So pause the video and have a little go. Tell your reading partner, tell an adult, and welcome back. So we're looking for those tricky words that we see in phonics like said, out, what, we, some, the, we, out, the. So it's good for us to spot those tricky words because remember, those are words that we already know. We recognize them and we don't need to sound them out. That means that we can read a little bit faster because we recognize some of those words already. So when you're reading, make sure you're looking for tricky words that you know, and make sure that you're using your sounds. We don't just want to guess what the word might be, we want to stop and sound it out. So I'll read it through one time to you, and then I want you to have a go at reading it to yourself. And make sure, even if you're reading it by yourself, that you're reading it out loud. So the story today is called Lemonade, and this is a nice split A in lemonade. Mom said, "It is hot and sunny out. What a great day to make lemonade." We got some lemons and some sugar to make the lemonade sweet. First, we cut the lemons and then we squeezed out the juice. We put the lemon juice and sugar in a pitcher. Pitcher. Since I sounded that out, I'm going to go back to the beginning of the sentence and read it again so I can read it smoothly. We put the lemon juice and sugar in a pitcher. We added some ice and cold water. Then we drank our lemonade. Yum, yum. So I'm going to go back to the first page, just shrink it down a little bit so you can see it. And I'd just like you to pause the first page and have a go at reading it. And then again, just to the second page so you can pause it and have a go. It's a good idea to read this passage 4 or 5 times because the more we read it, the more smoothly and fluently we're able to read it. So it's important that we practice reading the same text quite a few times to develop that fluency. When you're finished, and a little note about your reading. If you can get an adult to take a video of you doing your reading and send it into the email, that would be really fantastic because I can give you some feedback on how you're doing with your reading fluency and maybe give you some tips to help you practice at home. So please ask an adult or an older sibling to take a video of you on their phone or iPad, and it would be fantastic to see it. And now today I've given you 3 questions for you to answer because I know you're going to be doing lots of practice with reading out loud. So question number 1, see if we can write it. What did they do first to make lemonade? What did they do first? So looking in the text for that clue word first. Number 2, what did they do next? And number 3, what else did they need to do so they could have lemonade? So you can rewind the video at any time that you need to. And please make sure that you practice reading that text 4 or 5 times at least. It's really important, especially in year 1, that we develop that fluency with our reading. So I absolutely cannot wait to see your videos of you reading. And I can't wait to see your questions. And just really, really well done, year 1. Oh, I also have to announce the winner of our new draw. Now, this is where I really would like to be able to have my camera because it's quite exciting when you get to see me reach in and pull it out, but I had to do it myself today. So the winner for our Judith Kerr book this week is Valeska. So Valeska, well done. And I will be in touch with your mum on the email to tell her how you can get your brand new Judith Kerr book. So everybody keep up the amazing work, keep sending in your work, because I cannot wait to do another draw next week for another Judith Kerr book. And then who knows, next month we'll have a new author of the month that we'll be drawing for. So happy reading today, keep practicing, and I will see you on Monday with The Tiger Who Came to Tea. Bye.